Bonjour, French 2 students. Here is your teaching video for Lesson 19B, page 279 in your textbook. We're going to start with a little review of the regular IR verbs that we learned yesterday. Again, for our regular IR verbs, we're always going to start with our infinitive and take off the, not ER, but IR, which gives us our stem, and then to that stem we add. For je, we add is. For tu, we add is. For il or l singular, we add it. For nous, we add iss, ons. For vous, we add iss, ez. And for il and l pluriel, we add iss, ent. So if we take a look at the verb choisir, which means to choose, again, this is our stem because that's our infinitive minus our IR. So that's going to be in all the forms of our verbs. So here's my stem, and now I'm going to add an IS. Here's our stem. I'm going to add an IS. Here's my stem, and I add an IT. Here's my stem, and I add an ISS, ONS. Here's my stem, and I add an ISS, EZ. And here's my stem, and I add an ISS, ENT. So pronouncing these, s'il vous plaît, répétez choisir, j'ai choisi, tu choisis, il choisit, nous choisissons, vous choisissez, ils choisissent. So again, remember, besides choisir, we also have finir, which means to finish, grossir, which means to gain weight or to get fat, maigrir, which means to lose weight or to get thin, and réussir, which means to succeed, or if we have réussir un examen, it means to pass a test. So these are our regular IR verbs. Today, we're going to talk about Bag's adjectives, and we have talked about Bag's adjectives before. Remember, Bag stands for beauty, age, goodness, and size. And remember that there were a total of 9 of these Bag's adjectives. So the beauty ones are jolie. And again, I'm just going to put the masculine singular forms here. And beau. The age ones are jeune, nouveau, and vieux. The goodness ones are bon and mauvais. And the size ones are grand and petit. Now again, I wrote the masculine singular forms, right? The feminine form would end in an E for jolie. We're going to talk about this today, but this is an irregular one, and we're going to see that it's belle when it's feminine. Jeune stays the same both ways because it already ends in an E. Nouveau is going to be nouvelle. Vieux is going to be vieille. Bon is a little bit irregular in that you add an extra N-E to make it feminine. Mauvais becomes mauvaise. Grand becomes grande, and petit becomes petite. right? So again, just kind of reminding you about masculine and feminine. Now, what was special about Beg's adjectives? Their placement is special. Beg's adjectives go between the article and the noun. So, for example, a good girl is une bonne fille. Bonne goes between the article and the noun. And these Beg's adjectives do this. Remember, most adjectives go after the noun they describe, but the Beg's adjectives go between the article and the noun that they describe. So you had learned these Beg's adjectives before, and you were using joli, jeune, bon, mauvais, grand, and petit. I had told you about beau, nouveau, and vieux, but I had asked you not to use them. I asked you not to use them because they are not regular adjectives in how they become masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is how do these three adjectives become masculine, become feminine, become plural, and such. So beau means, okay, beautiful or good looking. Nouveau means new, and vieux means old. And these are not regular adjectives. They don't just take an E to make them feminine, an S to make them masculine, and an ES to make them feminine and plural. Okay, so these are irregular. And all three of these have a special form that you use when the noun is masculine and singular, but starts with a vowel or a silent H. For beau, it is belle. For nouveau, it's nouvelle. And for vieux, it's vieille. So these are the special masculine singular forms when your noun starts with a vowel or a silent H. Now these are important because we do something to these to form our feminine forms. To form our feminine forms, we're going to take our masculine singular and we're going to add an LE to it each time at the end. So our feminine singular is belle. For nouvelle and vieille. Now, to make these feminine singular, to make them feminine and plural, we're just going to add an S. So, B-E-L-L-E-S, N-O-U-V-E-L-L-E-S, and V-I-E-I-L-L-E-S. Now, to make these masculine and plural, notice these masculine singular ones, for the most part, end in a U, with the exception of vieux. You're going to add an X. You don't add S's to French words that end in an E-A-U. You add an X. So the masculine plural is beau and nouveau. And vieux happens to be the same, masculine singular and masculine plural. So, s'il vous plaît, répétez beau, belle, 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 beau, beau, belle, 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 beau. Nouveau, nouvelle, 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 nouveau. Vieux, vieille, 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 vieux. So these are all bags adjectives. Okay, so they're all bags. So they go between the article and the noun. So if I want to say a new car, car is feminine, so it's une. So I'm going to have to use the feminine and singular form of new, which is nouvelle. Voiture. So that's a new car. So again, it's a bags adjective. It goes between the article and the noun. So let's take a look at this the way it's introduced to you in your textbook. À la page 279, les adjectifs beau, nouveau, et vieux. The adjectives beau, beautiful or good looking, nouveau, new, and vieux, old, are irregular. So again, we see the singular, the plural, the masculine, the feminine, the masculine, and the feminine. S'il vous plaît, répétez. Beau, beau, belle, belle, beau, belle. Beau, le beau manteau, le bel impair, la belle veste, les beaux manteaux, les belles vestes. Nouveau, nouveau, nouvelle, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle. Nouveau, le nouveau manteau, le nouvel impair, la nouvelle veste, les nouveaux manteaux, les nouvelles vestes. Vieux, vieux, vieille, vieille, vieux, vieille. Vieux, le vieux manteau, le vieil impair, la vieille veste, les vieux manteaux, les vieilles vestes. So again, these are bags adjectives. Meaning, and you see this all here, right? Here's our articles, here are the nouns, and our adjectives go in between them. Okay, so that's what we mean by bags adjectives. The adjectives beau, nouveau, and vieux usually come before the noun. If the noun begins with a vowel sound, there is liaison between the adjective and the noun. S'il vous plaît, répétez les nouveaux ordinateurs, les belles affiches, les vieux impairs. In the masculine singular, the liaison forms belle, nouvelle, and vieille are used before a vowel sound. Note that vieille is pronounced like vieille. S'il vous plaît, répétez un vieil impair, une vieille robe. So, exercice 4, la collection de printemps. Maud Boutique is presenting its spring collection. Point out all the items you like to a French friend using the appropriate forms of beau. So the only adjective you're going to use in these sentences is a form of beau. So une chemise, right? The une is telling us that this noun is feminine and singular, so we use belle. So regarde la belle chemise. So remember, if we're using an une, we're going to change it to a la. If it's an un, we're going to change it to a le. And if it's a day, we're going to change it to a les. So again, this is a speaking one. Regard is going to be in all of your answers. And so I'd like you to say these and then listen and see if what you say matches what I say. So numéro 1, une robe. Regarde la belle robe. 2, un pantalon. Regarde le beau pantalon. 3, des jeans. Regarde les beaux jeans. Numéro 4, des blousons. Regarde les beaux blousons. Numéro 5, une veste. Regarde la belle veste. Numéro 6, un impair. Regarde le bel impair. Numéro 7, des sandales. Regarde les belles sandales. Numéro 8, un manteau. Regarde le beau manteau. Numéro 9, un chapeau. Regarde le beau chapeau. Numéro 10, des t-shirts. Regarde les beaux t-shirts. Take a look at exercise 5, différence d'opinion. Francois is showing the new things he bought to his sister Valerie. She prefers his old things. So look at our example prompt is des chaussures. So we have 2M mes nouvelles chaussures. Ou bien no, je préfère tes vieilles chaussures. So the part that's going to stay the same every time is the 2M. And the ou bien no, je préfère. Right? And this became may because this was day. And un is going to become mon and tone. And an une is going to become a ma and a ta. And again, this is a speaking one. So numéro 1, we have un polo. 2M, mon nouveau polo. Ou bien no, je préfère ton vieux polo. 2, des lunettes de soleil. 2M, mes nouvelles lunettes de soleil. No, ou bien no, je préfère tes vieilles lunettes de soleil. 3, un impair. 2M, mon nouvel impair. Ou bien no, je préfère ton vieil impair. Numéro 4, des affiches. 2M, mes nouvelles affiches. Ou bien no, je préfère tes vieilles affiches. Numéro 5, une casquette. 2M, ma nouvelle casquette. Ou bien no, je préfère ta vieille casquette. Numéro 6, une montre. 2M, ma nouvelle montre. Ou bien no, je préfère ta vieille montre. Numéro 7, un ordinateur. 2M, mon nouvel ordinateur. Ou bien no, je préfère ton vieil ordinateur. 8, des baskets. 2M, mes nouveaux baskets. Ou bien no, je préfère tes vieux baskets. Et 9, un survêtement. 2M, mon nouveau survêtement. Ou bien no, je préfère ton vieux survêtement. Your homework, page 279, exercise 4. We did this one out loud. Okay, so remember you're going to say, use a form of bow every time. So for number 1, you would write regard, la, and since robe is feminine, belle, B-E-L-L-E, robe. So you're writing out sentences like that for the 10 of those. Au revoir, demain.